Welcome to the So Mom podcast. Whether you're starting your day with a hot cup of coffee or tea, driving to your next adventure, cooking up something special, or just curling up for a quiet moment, we are so glad you're here. So settle in and join me and Adele as we share stories, laughter, and gentle conversations about life. This is your cozy corner to unwind and enjoy thoughtful company.
Hello.
Hi,
Happy
Deli.
Tuesday.
Thank you. I've lost complete track of time, particularly since I've retired. I think every day is Friday or Saturday.
Well, I knew it was Tuesday because you've been gone for a week. So I was counting down till you came back, knowing I'd see you today.
I came back from a trip to Massachusetts to see my sister.
3 sisters.
Well, yes, but I stayed with one sister. Saw all of my sisters, but I stayed with her. And you know what was funny is when I got on the plane, I really felt like I was coming home.
Back to here, back to Los Angeles.
Back to Los Angeles.
Even though you'd spent a week in New England.
And spent my life on the East Coast.
Yeah. Was it so pretty seeing, were you a leaf peeper?
I wish I could have been a leaf peeper, but it was Indian summer, as they call it. So it was warm. It was very warm.
You put the peep in leaf peeper.
I did. I love walking through neighborhoods, as you know. I love walking through this, but a New England neighborhood is not quite as friendly.
No.
Well, no, I just think people weren't out.
A lot of old salts.
They are old salts. And I, as you know, am talking to everybody and their dogs in my...
Yes, you've gotten very friendly since you moved to Los Angeles. You wear a friendly avatar, but I think you're actually an old salt. You'd go right back in.
I really am an old salt. I mean, it's not my first move.
No, it's not your first move.
Chat it up about your dog.
No, but you do a good job here.
I'm making an effort.
And did you see a lot of beautiful old, I don't know, I just think of it as being so...
Oh, Deli, it was so beautiful. She lives right on the water, and I could just sit and look out at the marshes and all those beautiful sights and little salt box. Speaking of old salts, lots of salt box houses, and I didn't have to deal with the snow or the ice, so it was perfect. It was sort of like Los Angeles comes to New England.
So, what are you wearing?
Oh, what am I wearing? Well, you know, I arrived in LA and I thought I looked good. And my sister, who's my older sister, so, I'm always trying to please her, impress her, whatever, said, huh, those jeans, now, are they supposed to be that baggy?
Oh, you were in your baggy jeans.
I was, and I had them with a little blazer and a little top. Thought it looked good. I put them in my suitcase so fast, just and hauled out my I definitely took East Coast clothes. Yeah. But when I moved here, my work clothes worked on both seasons. I always dressed up for work because it was sort of embedded in me that the importance of dressing for students to show my respect for them. So I was always very intentional about always dressing up, always looking a certain way. So in some ways, my work clothes, while I thought they were pretty, were kind of a uniform. And that was easy for me. So I packed them all up, sold a lot of them. And then I only had my mother as a role model. So when she retired, she took to wearing my dad's old shirts, blue jeans, and her work shoes sometimes
With the little bows?
with the little bows to paint the back.
Like little Minnie Mouse balloon shoes?
Just like Minnie Mouse. And so I didn't know any better. Then I found Frank and Eileen. And that became my retirement uniform.
I remember because when I came out here, I said, oh, what's all this good clothes that you're wearing? And you said, oh, it's Frank and Eileen. But I'm so, so, so much younger than you. Yet I
You're actually not, but go ahead.
I still like Frank and Eileen too. This is Frank and Eileen.
It's very
I know, I have a
pretty.
little jacket that goes with it, but it's too warm.
I actually love that shirt because I have sort of big flannel shirts and I feel they kind of give off a mountain climbing vibe.
Yeah. This says, I'm not handy.
Really? Oh, no, you're not. But these are Frank and Eileen, and this is Frank and Eileen.
I know, because we were talking about it, so of course we had to go and wear them all.
Yeah, but that's all we know how to do. But yours are I really think I'll buy that shirt and then never wear it in front of you. We bought a pair of furry Birkenstocks when we went to New York last year, and we thought they were just the best.
The most useless shoe. It's a sandal.
And for New York, it was great. Do you remember the doorman laughing at us?
It's a metaphor for LA.
Now you get to wear them in LA where it's a little chilly, but your feet can sweat.
I know, but I love the season. This is to me what the seasonal piece of LA is sort of these kinds of clothes that sort of pretend to be fall, but still have a kind of a coziness.
You know, when I moved here, people told me, "Oh, there are seasons in Los Angeles."
Yeah.
And to me, it was for my first few years, I thought the seasons are just hot, very hot, and less hot.
Yeah.
And I didn't notice the seasons. Now I'm so aware of them. But I actually love Los Angeles seasons.
They do. I mean, so the farmers market and has like nothing but apples. It's just, like you can feel that we come into these different persimmons, apples. I like to cook with apples, but I don't know any recipes, so it's mostly just my kitchen smells like apples, but what you get is not good.
No, I've had some of your good apple things. Here's the way I feel about apples. I love apples to eat.
Yeah.
I really don't like almost anything cooked with apples.
But the smell.
But I love the smell. So don't bake me an apple pie thinking that,
I make your famous apple brown Betty recipe, which is not good.
Was it not good when I made it?
It's not really a good recipe, but it's all I know, which is just like flour, butter, brown sugar, cinnamon and apples, allspice. Put it in the oven. What do you got?
Beets.
I never cook with beets.
Apples are right below beets for me.
But I would never cook with the beets.
But I do love fall food. And then my favorite in Los Angeles that I guess you get it on the East Coast, but nobody eats it like I do.
What?
Is pomegranate.
I go to Joan's on 3rd.
Oh, I love Joan's.
And I get her pumpkin bread and Nutella bread. That's some good. It's like I don't do it until October. Then I get it. I don't know that they're even available all the time.
I don't know what Nutella bread.
We had Nutella bread this morning. It's the most delicious thing in the world. It's not a good idea to pack your children up with sugar before they go to school, so we do it very, very rarely. And I make them drink this green spinach juice because I feel so bad. So I'm like, on the good hand, here's a slab of Nutella. Yes, but you have to drink a green juice that is the worst green juice ever, not even sweetened. It's like,
Oh, so it's like medicine.
Yeah, it's like cod liver oil, but you get into Nutella. What else are we doing? What's our fall stuff that we're doing? We're going to see some plays.
One thing is we love plays. We always have.
We have 5 or 6 lined up. We're going to see in LA, Jaja's African Braid Salon, which is a comedy, fun at Center Theater. And Cat Stevens, which is not a play, kind of a musical, but it's kind of a play because he talks about his history of writing music and he reads from books.
We've loved those. We saw the Neil Diamond one.
Our friend John Legend.
Our best friend John Legend.
And then wait, but you did the New York plays because we're going to New York next week. So
we are. We're going to see Art, which has been.
Ooh, that's the one with Neil Patrick Harris.
It is. It is. We're going to see maybe Happy Ending, which is a South Korean musical and rave reviews. I'm so excited. And House of McQueen.
Wait, it's called Maybe Happy Ending. You're not saying maybe we're going to see it.
No, we're definitely see it. We have the tickets, but it's called Maybe
I
Happy
love
Young.
going to New York program tickets. Like, I love going into theaters. Even last year, when I had pneumonia and could barely leave the bedroom, I managed not to miss any of our plays.
We saw every play, and you were so sick. You were so sick. And
Not contagious, just to say.
no, but it made me, I was so racked with guilt, thinking, my poor daughter is so sick and it's pouring rain, yet I'm still dragging, and you were such a trooper. But we saw great plays.
Oh, those were good.
House of McQueen is supposed to be
I'm
interesting.
excited to see that.
That's an interesting play because I was reading the reviews, a little bit mixed reviews, but it's really the story of his sort of rise from poverty to the heights of the fashion industry and then the decline. And I think we have such an interest, sort of prurient interest in people's rise
Their
and
rise
decline.
and then and fall. Yes, the
Yeah.
way I follow that the way I follow the Blake Lively case,
Oh no, you.
which everyone's so tired of me.
I know, but you've given me so much that when my sister asked one little question, I mangled everything you had told me. But I did it with such a sense of knowledge and purpose that I was perfectly content that I was giving her the true story. But I agree with you. I think as we become more self-aware, we can see ourselves through the lens of these stories. And I think they are, it really is the way we are creating new norms of behavior through a lot of the stories that we have no, a prurient interest in. Sure. We're not associated with anybody, but we know who we don't want to be.
Right. Yeah, it's played out large.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's my new master class. I don't know. It feels like you've been gone for just a week, but I feel like you've been gone for so long because we always talk about the books we're reading, and now I have no idea what you're reading, which is wild. I usually know exactly what you're reading.
I know you do. And I always know what you're reading. And once we're away for a significant period, all life changes. I do want to tell you that one of the things this is going back a little bit, but one of the things I loved about the trip back east, which is particularly in a state like Massachusetts, is the age of these houses and
Thought you were going to say people.
and people.
It's very, very old people.
But when I walked through the neighborhood, my sister said, "Oh, and that's the house where Witches of Eastwick was filmed." And I was so excited to see it, not because, I don't even remember the movie. I read the book, but seeing this old house, you don't see that.
Were you very Hollywood about it? And did you say probably just the exterior establishing shots?
I did, and I said, I'm sure there were other scenes shot.
I'm sure it was shot on lot.
I am very careful about being in Los Angeles.
About being from Los Angeles?
From Los Angeles, because I could easily feel my siblings rolling their eyes.
Every time you drank kale.
Every time I did anything. Yeah.
Anytime you said the word energy. Or vibe.
I mean, the language or you don't want to. You have to just be.
Sneak your yoga mat.
I, I brought my little.
No, it's true. It's true.
It is true. And they're so ready to tease me.
I know. Well, they're always ready to tease you. That's the family. But what were you reading?
So I'm reading I Who Have Never Known Men. I'm almost finished. I read it on the plane. I started it.
So many people are reading that now.
Well, I started to because it came up on one of the good. It was Ann Patchett.
Oh, wait, you were reading her Elvis book. You just read what Ann Patchett tells you.
Ann Patchett is my muse. I click on, and I finish the Elvis book.
Oh, what happens? I'm just kidding.
I so wanted to tell you. But it only takes them up to 24. But if you could have heard Aunt Patchett reviewing the Elvis book, it was one of the funniest things. And, because she said, I read the first one. She was talking about the second in a series, and these are thick
I don't
books.
know if I want that much Elvis, just honestly.
She said, I don't like Elvis. I don't not like Elvis. I just wasn't interested. And I thought, well, there I am.
Yeah.
And then she said she couldn't put it down. Now, the difference is I really liked it. I could put it down. And sometimes over all the music intrigue and the people, I was not interested. I wanted the human story of
Were you doing
Elvis.
Audible and did they have old songs and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
Oh, it was so good. And I'll probably some point read the second. So this book was a book recommended by Ann Patchett.
I have never known men.
Yeah. And I thought, this is a strange book. I think it was written in the 90s. This may be a translation, I'm not
I
sure.
think you're right. I think it was 90s. I think it's translation.
And I couldn't put it down. And you cannot believe it was written in the
It's a
90s.
dystopian, right?
It is, which is a word I don't like. If she had said dystopian, I would never have opened it. I'm sorry, but that's just the genre I don't like. And if I had really known, but oh my gosh, it's something else.
My favorite words, if you're going to get me to read a book, spare,
Yes.
haunting.
Haunting. I love family sagas.
Yeah.
I love quiet books sometimes. This is strange and it's not quiet, but I do recommend it.
Well, I'm going to read it. I just finished a book called The Cloisters by Katie Hayes. It's set in the Met Cloisters, and maybe when we're in New York, we can go up there.
Oh, then I have to read it.
It's like In the Name of the Rose, but New York, contemporary, medieval mystery. It was so good. I loved it.
You did.
Really fun.
I have rarely read a book that you recommended that I didn't love.
Well, I think you love this. I'm going to say it's a bit light. It doesn't There were two ways she could go with this and sort of make it, you know, racing around a little more secret history, or she could have gone more into, I think, Renaissance, history of Renaissance, I don't know, and the occult is really what it's about. That would have been interesting. She kept it lighter. But I think I could have also enjoyed a different version of this book.
Yeah.
A sort of a nerdier version, but this was well written and great and quick.
I'll read it before we go. We go next week.
I know we go next week.
So, are you watching anything?
We're watching this show called Task with Mark Ruffalo. Mark Ruffalo, my pretend husband.
He's everybody's pretend.
No, I mean, it's so good. It's a procedural.
We're watching it too.
You are?
Yes, quietly.
That feels like a grisly one for you.
Sometimes if I think it's going to be grisly, we have to watch it before dinner.
On your phone.
But the best part about Task is that it was filmed, again, like Mayor of Easttown.
Yeah.
It's filmed in Pennsylvania.
Oh, I know. I mean, I know every roads. I love how they name drop. They're like over to Riddle, Delco, Wawa, everything. It's so fun. And those accents. I mean, that's the accent.
That is the accent. And the best part is my siblings are so.
Oh, are they watching?
They're all watching it, but they act like it's a medical drama and they're doctors because they will call and say, nobody buys a hoagie at the Acme.
Why weren't they used as consultants?
We'd all be the world's most annoying consultant. Who has the best accent? And that's what we're all watching for. Oh, that one's good.
The good Pennsylvania. I know you can hear them. You can hear them as accents, but it's fun.
It is fun. And you think, they had to learn.
But it is the thing about that Pennsylvania accent that is not quite right. And it wasn't right in Mayor of Easttown either. The thing about that accent is that it comes and goes. In that accent, on Tuesday you're speaking more like that, and then the next day it's less. You don't always say sofa. You don't always say it that. You know what I mean? It's
No, I think, well, I think that there's a nuance there. People who live in a certain part of Pennsylvania are pretty consistent with that accent. We lived on the periphery of the accent. So you say a few words, I say things, I'll slip and say would'er, which used to make my father crazy. So we have sort of,
oh, so it's us who has the.
yes, we have the fade in, fade out.
You're probably right.
Yeah, because there are people who live there very
If you
strong.
hear it, if you're talking to someone with it, you can slip right into it.
You can, it's easy. And I had colleagues who had it, and as soon as I talk to them, I'd be going, "Ugh, have a drink of water." You know, fall for me, fall, first of all, is my favorite month, and it was always a month I kind of dreaded too. And I love everything food that's for fall. I love how beautiful it is. You forget, so speaking from the East Coast, you forget that there are maybe 5 gorgeous days and the leaves turn. But there's always a little doom, like the cicadas start.
The cicadas start? No.
Yes, they do. They start in August, and they're the harbinger of,
Oh, I see. But they're not here now.
they're so loud.
But not now.
Cicadas are still going, but not here as much. And it always felt like fall as it meant that winter was around the corner. And that's kind of a, and then you go back and say fall, it's winter, it's almost winter. So I don't have any feeling for that in Los Angeles.
You don't have a walls closing in feeling.
Wall closing in,
Like a depression.
seasonal depression.
Feeling a depressed,
No, no, I don't.
but not here.
Not here. So while it isn't as beautiful in Los Angeles, Los Angeles makes up for it with just great weather.
As we've had this podcast, I have enjoyed listening to other podcasts just because I feel like I know it so much better. Not that I know it really that well, but it's been a real um broadening, right, of what I want to listen to because I now that we do this sort of cozy half hour where we talk and think, well, what are other cozy half hours look like or cozy hours?
Tell me about one.
Well, I have a few that I enjoyed, but there's one that actually comes out of the UK. So it has this, it's kind of like the way you're talking about New England. Sort of has this otherness of British accents, and her guests are British, and her name is Zoe Blaskey. And I would have loved to have had this pod when my kids were younger because it's kind of this no nonsense approach to being a mom, but also working. She has helpful tips for, mental wellness and vitamins, but also she has, guests come on and talk about, back to work or what school means. And she's been on for years and years. So you can just sort of pick a lane, pick a pod and get into it. But I really like her. I sort of like that brisk, earnest approach.
Do you know what they called podcasts in my day?
Radio?
Back neighbors over the back fence.
Back fence neighbor. She feels like a back fence neighbor. Her tag is like calm in connection and a shift in perspective. So you learn a little, but in a chill, easy way. Anyway, it's called Mother Kind.
Oh, I'm going to listen to it. It sounds good.
It's really good. Thanks for hanging out with us for another episode of So Mom, Cozy Fall Vibes. We can say Cozy Fall Vibes energy.
And no apple pies.
Except the one that's in my oven. If you like what you hear, don't forget to follow, like, subscribe, and we'll see you on another Tuesday.